meditation this morning, so I'm feeling good. I did uh I went to my friend's place. My friends had their they lived in Superior and they lost their apartment. It didn't totally burn down, but they they can't live in their same place anymore. And I went to go visit them in the hotel, and they have a VR set, the virtual reality thing. So I did that last night, and I needed extra meditation this morning after that. That stuff is scary. There's like people coming at you with like guns, and you're like, ah! I felt crazy afterwards. I felt completely crazy. I was like, wow, this is really intense. But that's where the world's going, especially this year. Like, you think virtual reality is, a thing. This year it is going to explode with Jupiter and Pisces in the same house, especially when we have those conjunctions in Neptune. You're going to see more and more and more of this virtual reality stuff coming forwards. And I was really thinking, I was like, I like to live beyond the good and bad. And I was kind of processing my experience of what is it like, in this virtual reality. I'm super sensitive. I can't even really go to the movie theater and watch shows that are CGI, because I feel totally like high for like 3 hours afterwards. I'm like, I can't. I'm like, I don't know if I should be driving a car right now. um, and my thought was, especially with this opportunity that we have this year of Jupiter and Pisces, is nothing about whether something is good or bad, but is it building your sensitivity, or is it numbing you out? Because we live in a culture that is very adrenaline driven. It's very like hype, 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 stimulation, 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 right? And when we have overstimulation, eventually it leads to anxiety. It can lead to depression. It can lead to our nervous system becoming less and less sensitive. And the opportunity of Jupiter and Pisces is actually ability to tap into our sensitivity, to go deeper into our sensitivity, to take the spectrum of things, of experiences that we can see as human beings is like this small, right? What we think we can see. And there's really this giant spectrum of color, this giant spectrum of sound, this giant spectrum of experience. And as human beings, we're living in this tiny little bit, and then we're making it even smaller. You know what I mean? We're like, I'm just going to focus on these sensations, and I'm going to heighten them so much, I'm going to numb them out. But what happens if we not only embrace this small amount that we have, but we start to work into and connect to this broader sensitivity? And as human beings, we don't even have to have this sensitivity in ourselves, right? I don't have to have this sensitivity to see the entire spectrum, because guess what? There are other beings that we are coexisting with on this planet. Maybe the tree can sense into it. Maybe my cat can sense into it. Maybe your dog can sense into it. Maybe the wind, it's on the wind. There's all of these things that we can start to tap into when we build our sensitivity. So especially over the next several months, as we have Jupiter and Pisces, maybe let that be your guiding force. Is this building my sensitivity? Okay, me drinking this coffee, is this helping me develop my sensitivity, or is it numbing me out? Is watching this thing building my sensitivity, or is it numbing me out? And that doesn't mean you don't numb yourself out sometimes. Guess what? You're going to have to numb yourself out every once in a while. We live in an intense world, and every once in a while, you're going to have to be like, okay, I'm checking out. But be really aware of when you're doing that. Go, okay, I'm doing the checkout time. Let me put a little timer on. I'm going to check out for 20 minutes. And at 20 minutes, I'll see if I can come back into the world and back into reality, and connect with my sensitivity again, or if I've got to stay checked out, right? So start to navigate in that way. The set that we're going to do today is a set that will help you build your sensitivity. Okay, and as we're going through the practice, I want you to really be aware of what's happening in your body. Okay, normally we just go to the really intense sensations, right? At times there might be intense sensation in your body during this, but also start to notice the more subtle sensations that you're experiencing as you do this practice. Oh, I feel my forearm, the meridians in my forearms opening up. Oh, I feel subtle energy around my shoulder. It's not even in my shoulder, it's around my shoulder. Just start to notice and build your capacity to feel. Use this practice to build your capacity to be more sensitive and to feel as much as you can. The other thing is I was on a Zoom call earlier this week, and it was like, I was talking to someone from the West Coast, somebody from Europe, somebody from South America, and like everyone had COVID. Like everybody it's just like everywhere. So this practice is for the lungs, it's for the heart, it's for the thyroid, for the neck. A lot of the places, it's different in everybody where COVID affects, because it really affects our weaknesses, but this is hitting a lot of the places that have been affected in people. Especially the respiratory system as we're working today. So if you've experienced that, this practice will help bring you back, okay? So sound good, everybody? Ready to practice? Yoga, yoga. Okay, let's do it. So find a comfortable seat. If you don't have a cushion today, I really want you to have a meditation cushion, okay? I want you to have a pillow, like grab a pillow off your bed or off the couch, something that you can sit on. So we're gonna sit up nice and tall, okay? Start in that nice, tall, seated position. And first, just start to open up your senses, your sensory system, by noticing and experiencing what you're feeling inside. This is the invitation of the Aquarian age, to build our sensory system. Bring the palms together in front of the heart, elbows out to the side. And feel that heart lift just a little bit more. So there's a tiny bit of pressure between the thumbs and the chest and the sternum. Eyes are closed, focus them up at the third eye center. Starting to welcome and connect with your endocrine system, activating the brain. We'll tune in with Om Namo Gurudev Namo, recognizing that when we bow our heads, when we recognize that there is a spectrum, there is experience beyond our little experience, and we welcome that, we're tapping back into our infinity. Take a deep breath in. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Adgure Namah, Jugadgure Namah, Sadgure Namah, Siddhi Gurudeve Namah. Take a nice, deep, full breath in. Hold that breath in, press the palms, relax the shoulders, feel gratitude for these lungs, for this heart, for this breath, for this mind, for this human experience. Start there in welcoming this whole experience of being human. And exhale, let the hands come down onto the knees. I'm going to start by warming up the spine, warming up the lungs, warming up the organs. We're going to do an exercise, spinal flex, but we're going to hold the breath in. So I want you to come off of your cushion for this first exercise. Take your tongue and press your tongue behind your teeth onto the roof of the mouth. So onto the flesh, behind the teeth, just press gently there. Sit up nice and tall, hold onto your knees, really grab onto the knees with your hands, really grabbing on. Inhale, come forward, exhale, inhale, sit up nice and tall, and then start to flex your spine. So you're holding the breath in at the maximum capacity as you flex your spine. When you can't hold the breath anymore, when you find the edge of your breath capacity, you're gonna sit up tall, you're gonna exhale through the nose, you're gonna take another nice, slow, conscious breath in, And then you're going to keep going with this movement, bringing the heart forward, rounding it back, bringing the heart forward, rounding it back, bringing the heart forward, rounding it back. Doing a nice internal massage to the spine, to the organs, to the lungs, to the heart. And just finding your own comfortable edge in this warm-up exercise. This is one of my favorite exercises right now to do. I feel like it's so good to do for the lungs, for the blood that is also often affected by COVID, the nervous system that can be affected by COVID. This one is just a really nice one. For also detoxifying the body, detoxifying the organs. Keep going at your own pace. Just close the eyes. Try to hold that eye focus up at the third eye center with the eyes closed. Really start to exaggerate that movement. Find the edges of your movement. How much can you get your heart forward? How much can you round your spine back? And then everyone go ahead and sit up nice and tall. Exhale the breath out. Take a nice deep breath in, sitting up nice and tall. Feel your spine grow tall. Exhale through the nose. Just take some few natural breaths in and out through the nose. Let's extend the left leg out. Left leg comes straight out in front of you. Bottom of the right foot comes onto the thigh of the left leg, really pulling the heel in towards the groin. Reach forward with both hands onto your left leg and grab somewhere on your left leg. So it could be below the knee, could be the ankle, could be the toes. Have the toes, no matter what, flexing forward, coming towards your face. Grab onto the leg, hold there, bring those toes forward. Keep your spine nice and tall. Stretch yourself. Feel like your belly is coming down towards your thigh. Stretching the belly to the thigh, heart towards the foot. Hold that and then start a breath of fire. Start to move the breath in and out through the nose, using the solar plexus and the navel to pump that breath in and out, holding that stretch. Really make sure you have that stretch. It's very easy to just kind of hold the stretch, but see if you can get a nice deep stretch and hold it. Get a little bit deeper for the last 10 seconds, a little bit deeper into the stretch, come down a little bit more, and then take a really big breath in and now find your max stretch. Really find that max stretch, come all the way down, stretch into it, feel that big, big stretch on the left side. Exhale, come up to center. And let's switch that out. We're gonna extend the right leg out now. Right leg is out, bottom of the left foot is on the right thigh. Reach forward with both hands, come down, find that stretch on the right side now, and do breath of fire. Left thigh is still on the ground. It's just pressing against the bottom of it, is pressing against the thigh. Yeah, there you go. Keep going, 30 more seconds here, get a little bit deeper. Let's say hello, a little bit more of that nervous system by getting a little bit deeper for the last 10 seconds. Inhale into your max stretch. Hold the breath in for a moment, hold the stretch. Exhale, come up. Extend both legs out in front of you. Bounce the knees up and down a little bit, shake the legs out, get the blood flow in the legs. Most of our set today is going to be sitting in easy pose. I'll give you a few options of times when we can stretch the legs, but really get the blood flowing in the legs right now. You can pat the thighs a little bit, pat around the hips, get the glutes, pat the glutes, the legs nice and awake. You can take your kneecaps and kind of give them a nice little massage, circle them around. And then we're going to come into a seat, a cross-legged position. Am I laggy a little bit? I feel like I keep lagging out a little bit. Is it okay? You guys can hear me fine? Okay, great. So I want you to sit up nice and tall on a cushion or a pillow so that your knees are below your hip joints, okay? So the height of your knees is not up here, okay? You're gonna sit up high enough so that you can have those knees down, okay? This is gonna be very important in this first exercise. We're gonna take our hands into prayer pose and bring that up over the head, right over the head. So the taller you can get, the taller you can get your chest, the more you're gonna be able to hold those hands in prayer pose up over your head. Go ahead and close the eyes. We're gonna start to breathe through the mouth, circling the lips. And if you can whistle on the inhale and whistle on the exhale, start to whistle. Otherwise, just breathe through an O-shaped mouth like you're whistling, breathing in slowly, and breathing out slowly with the whistle. And start to listen to this whistle or just the sound of your breath, like you're calling in that sensitive self. You're calling in that divine self. Like this first exercise is calling in your potential. Calling in your ability to talk to the trees, to know what's coming next on the winds, to let your heart speak to the animals, to move through the world in divine nature. Just stay with the breath as much as you can, and the position as much as you can. Feel the arms stretching up. The more you stretch your arms up, the more they'll stay up. Gently pressing the palms together. You're doing great. Just stay with it. Breathe slowly through the mouth. Thirty more seconds. Really reach those arms up. You've got it. Feel the heart open, feel the lungs open, feel yourself elevating with every breath. Inhale through the nose, stretch up nice and tall. Exhale, relax the hands down onto the thighs, onto the knees, close the eyes, let the breath come back to normal. Take a few breaths here.
Guru Guru Vai Guru Guru Ram Das Guru 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 Vai Guru Guru Ram Das Guru.
All right, we're going to interlace the fingers together. Palms are going to face away from your heart. You're going to start with them in towards the heart. You're going to inhale out, exhale back towards the heart center. Inhale out, exhale back to the heart center, and start to move quickly. Nice deep breaths through the nose, and start to feel what's happening as you do this. What's happening in the hands, what's happening in the heart, what's happening in the shoulders, what's happening in the space around you. Come on, you got it. Really good. Get those elbows straight when you come forward. Try to get those elbows as straight as you can. Keep it going. We're going to keep going like this, but we're going to add a part into it. So as you inhale, you hold the breath in, you bring the arms up over the head, you bring them back down, then you exhale again. So the inhale and exhale is in the same place, but you're adding, holding the breath in, bringing the arms up, and then bringing them back down. So it's inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Guru Guru Vai Guru Guru Ram Das Guru 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 Ram Das Guru Really good. Nice precision, everybody. I love that precision. Holding the breath as the hands come up over the head. And then when the hands come back into the chest, that's your exhale. Really good. Keep going, you got it. It's more than your physical body here. Yeah, it's the physical body. Yes, it's the glands, but it's the energy around you. It's the lines around you. It's the psychic space around you. Start to build it up. Start to build it up with your breath, to build it up with the capacity of your heart. You got 20 more seconds. All right, we're gonna go right into this. So spread your arms nice and wide, like it's a 60-degree angle. You're gonna give someone a hug. Take the hands, take a deep breath in. Make a fist with your hands and then slowly start to bend with like the most amount of force you can. Start to bend those hands and those fists into your chest. Take so much time, so much tension that you start to shake. Bring them all the way into the chest and then exhale out. We're only gonna do this 3 times. So that's 1. Do it 2 more times. Create the tension, making fists, and then bring those hands in towards the heart center, shaking, 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 tense, 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 tense. When they get there, you exhale them out. Do it 1 more time, so 3 times total. Pull that energy into your heart. Nice, let it go. Relax the hands down. Just 3 times. Don't do more than 3 times. Beautiful. Just relax a moment. Okay. Now this one's kind of hard, I'm not gonna lie. It's a little difficult, but just do your best with it. You're gonna interlace your fingers. You're gonna bring them behind your neck. Now, as much as you can, I mean, your head might need to come a little bit forward, but try to get yourself sitting up nice and tall. The palms are facing up towards the sky. Your inhale as you straighten those arms up over the head. Exhale, you bring the arms back down. Inhale, straighten them up. Exhale, down. There you go, nice everybody. Way to get right into it. So we're opening up the shoulders. We're opening up the upper part of the lungs. You're also building that space. How often are your hands above your head? See what it feels like to have your hands above your head, to start to move the energy up above you, to lift your psychic space, to build it back up. This recipe is building a meditative mind, a deep, sensitive, perceptive consciousness. See how the recipe works on top of each other. How does each exercise build? Feel into the sensations. How do they work with each other and build on each other? Last 20 seconds, you can do it. Inhale the hands up. Exhale, let the hands come down, let the hands relax on the knees. Connect with your breath as it is. It's a good chance if you need to stretch your legs or change the cross of your leg, you could do that now before we go into this next exercise. When you're ready, again, find yourself in a seated position, sitting up tall, and sitting on the cushion. Bring the hands together in prayer pose, like we had in that first exercise. Bring the arms back over the head like we had in that first exercise, but we're gonna twist. Inhale left, exhale right. Inhale left, exhale right. Inhale left, exhale right. Deep breaths. Go right into a really deep, strong breath to help carry you through this. Y'all are doing so great. Stay with that twist. Find how the breath can help you move side to side. Inhaling left, exhaling right. "20 more seconds. Commit to it. You can do it." Inhale to center. Get nice and tall. Exhale, relax the hands down. Let the hands come down onto the knees. Again, connect with your breath, connect with your sensation in between. We're going to interlace the fingers again, but this time we're going to interlace the fingers so the palms are facing down and the hands start at about heart level. So just about in front of your heart. And then inhale, bring the hands up to the third eye. Exhale, bring them back to the heart center. Inhale up to the third eye, exhale down to the heart. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. So just moving the hands from in front of the heart chakra to in front of the third eye chakra, the brow point. Last 20 seconds, don't check out, really check in with where you're moving. Inhale the hands up to the third eye again. Exhale, let the hands drop onto the knees. All right, hands come on top of the shoulders, fingers in the front, thumbs in the back, elbows at the same height as your shoulders. Pull the shoulder blades down the back, bring the chin slightly in like you're trying to make double chins. Inhale to the left, exhale to the right. Inhale to the left, exhale to the right. Nice, deep, full breaths. You've really been working with these lungs in this set. Now start to deepen your breath into them, hoping to bring them back into their vitality. Really nice commitment groups. Feel what this is doing now that we're so deep into this. What can open up? What can loosen up around your heart at this point? And inhale to center. Hold the breath in, hold the posture, sit up tall. Exhale, relax the hands down. Let the hands come down onto the knees. Relax the hands onto the thighs, onto the thighs just above the knees. Just take a few breaths here. Right, hands are on the thighs just above the knees. Inhale, squeeze the shoulders up to the ears. Exhale, drop the shoulders down. Inhale, squeeze the shoulders up. Exhale, drop them down. Start to move those shoulders at a nice steady pace with your breath. Keep the chin in here. Don't let the chin jut out. Keep the chin in. Keep the spine tall. Keep the heart lifted. Inhale the shoulders up. Exhale them down. Inhale them up. Exhale them down. Really nice. Keep that going. As the shoulders get heavier, keep lifting them up. That's how we're going to pull the tension out of them. 20 more seconds. Inhale, squeeze those shoulders up to the ears, squeeze them up, 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 tight, 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 lift them all the way up, squeeze, hold, get them a little bit higher, squeeze. Exhale, let them fall, drop. All right, hands grab onto the knees. Again, get rid of your cushion. Go ahead and sit right flat down on the ground, just like we did for our first warm-up exercise. This time we're gonna move with the breath though. Inhale, bring the heart forward, exhale, round the spine back. Inhale, bring the heart forward, exhale, round the spine back. Nice. Head's gonna stay in about the same level, so the head doesn't nod up and down. It stays at about the same height, and you move the spine from the head to the hips.
A gunge, a punch, a luck, a buck, a gal, de yada, de gabe. A nam, a kam, a gah, a daha, a nate, paramate, a joni, a moni. Narange, narange, narupe, nareke, a karamanga, paramanga, ganje, a leke. A ja, a la, a be, a be. A gunge, a punch, a luck, a buck, a gal, de yada, de gabe. A nam, a kam, a gah, a nah, a nate, paramate, a joni, a moni. Really exaggerate it. Really exaggerate that movement. We started with this movement. We're going to end with this movement. This is going to be the last little bit of movement here. So really find your deepest breath. Find your fullest movement. Keep going for 30 more seconds.
Inhale the center. Inhale your spine up nice and tall. Feel the head, the top of the head, the crown lifting up. The shoulders falling down your back. The hips pressing against the earth. And release the breath. Keeping your eyes closed, if you need to make an adjustment in your seat, make an adjustment in your seat. Maybe if you need to stretch the legs for a moment. We're going to go right into the meditation. So stay in that meditative state. Don't come out of it. Don't shake yourself out of it. Stay pretty calm. But if you need to move the legs a little bit, adjust your seat, and come sitting up nice and tall again. So I'm sitting up on the cushion so your heart can be lifted, your shoulders can relax. Come right into the meditation and do the relaxation after. So eyes are going to focus up as high as they can. So eyes are closed, but you're going to focus your eye gaze up as high as you can, like you're looking up through the crown of your head, starting to open up to the sensitivity of the 10th gate, this portal, this opening of the crown of our head. Hands are relaxed on the knees with the palms either up or down. Just feel yourself sitting very royally, very present. And see if you can hold that eye gaze with gentle determination up. Start to let go of any sureness, any concreteness, any firm thoughts. Just allow your thoughts to gently dissolve, accepting the sensations, accepting the thoughts, but just allowing them to gently move, dissolve. What you might start to notice is that when the eye gaze falls, the mind gets more active. So notice that play between the eyes looking up and the mind, and see if you can hold that gentle focus of the eyes up and the mind still. Take a nice deep breath in and a long, slow, deep breath out. Very slowly, very consciously start to make your way down onto your back. Coming down, laying on the back for the relaxation, letting the arms come by the side, letting the legs come long, covering yourself up with a blanket or shawl, something nearby to be comfortable and cozy. As you integrate the work of this practice through rest. Take a nice deep breath in. Feel the belly and the chest lift on your breath. And then exhale, let the chest come down. Squeeze the breath out by squeezing the belly down. Take another deep breath in and start to move your fingers and move your toes. And exhale, start to circle your hands on your wrists and circle your feet on your ankles. Keep breathing nice, deep breaths, and inhale, stretch the arms up over the head and push through the heels. Nice, big, big, big stretch. Exhale, bring the knees into the chest. Wrap your arms around your knees, come into a tiny little ball, squeeze yourself tight. And then let's come into cat stretch. So left leg comes long. Right knee comes into the left hand, and with the left hand, guide that right knee up and over. Head gently turns towards the right, arm reaches out towards the right, right arm reaches out to the right. Come back to center. Let's go over to the other side. Left knee comes in, left knee comes up and over. Left arm comes long, head turns towards the left. Come back to center. Bring both knees in, bring the bottoms of the feet together, bring the palms together, rub the palms, rub the feet. Bring the knees into the chest, rock yourself up and down the spine, and come up into a seated position. Finding a nice, tall seat. Eyes closed. So let your hands relax on your knees, and I just want you to connect with the state of mind that you're in, the sensory system again. What are you sensing? What are you feeling? Are you feeling more present, more sensitive? Are you feeling more numbed or checked out? What did this practice bring you? What did it allow you to experience? In recognition that there is something that was at the very beginning of time, has made its way through time, is present in this moment, and will continue on. We'll chant 3 long satnams, connecting and identifying with that true nature, the thing that continues. Bring the palms together, elbows out to the side, sit up nice and tall, shoulder blades relaxed. Take a deep breath in. Nam. 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 Letting the thumbs come up and bowing the head forward. Sana. All right. Thank you so much for showing up for yourself, for me to lead you through this. Thank you for your donations. I greatly appreciate them.